Because I believe I'm also like a dust runner. Like I'm a
Welcome,
4-3.
one and all, to another edition of SoulSym Showcase, a special edition of SoulSym Showcase. As usual, I am your host, SoulSym Mirak, and with us this evening, we are joined by the wondrous Wondox
I live again.
and the magnanimous Maha.
It is I.
Zevril showed up, by the way.
Um, there's a Bugman on the way. And we also just had the
Yeah, on the spot.
the zooming Zevril.
Tonight. Hold on. Tonight I will be Zion. So tonight is actually the zooming Zion.
The
So he's
zooming
still
Zion.
right. I'm still zooming. Not really, actually. I will be doing the exact opposite of zooming. But sure. You'll see. I got
Okay, so
surprises.
my 8 exploded 3 times.
Yes, I saw. So
this is that part I should probably tell you. I technically already made my character sheet.
that's fine. We can proof and
Okay.
and tweak and clarify.
Because I did it all through Core 4. I did it all through the race sheet. I do want you to look at it, but to make sure I did it properly, like grade it to make sure I did it properly. But I'm 90% sure like I did good. But I do want you to look at it to like grade me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give
Did you
you
send it to
edit
me, or-
access to my sheet.
Okay. Got you.
Like,
Like I genuinely mean that too. Grade me.
I got you,
Take me to school, but be nice about it. You know I'm sensitive.
no, I'm a bully, sir. I can't promise that.
I will so soon, man. You know, I'm gonna be nice. You wonder, and I'm the mean one. I'm gonna be nice.
No.
So
You know,
it's the crash
No,
out potential, sir. I think personally, I think it's the crash out potential that people are concerned about. But you know, like
Good times.
it's not a 24/7 thing. That was a scary 20 minutes. Does that make sense? Is that better? Is that weird?
For who?
Art's
For
like
you.
really introductions correct.
For me? What I do?
Not anymore.
It's got so
I'm sorry.
There was a separate conversation. I'm sorry. Go back
Wait,
to the. We're gonna cut this shit
yes.
out. Ignore us.
So tangent aside, we are here for a special episode of Aspects and Envoys, where we are doing a session 0. As the description said, we are creating new characters for a project that is coming up down the line, and we are also using this opportunity to showcase character creation using Core 4. So, without further ado, we will jump into it, as I had Crown, aka Maha,
here,
aka
Nephilah.
yes, Nephilah, roll for the number of siblings he has, and also the number of Dantru that he starts with. Because he is playing an Eonon, we rolled for how many Dantru abilities he has, and he's got quite a few that he will come into over the course of his life, over the course of the campaign. But as it stands right now, he only has access to 4 of the abilities that he rolled for. I will allow you to choose what those 4 are. And
You didn't actually give me what those numbers were.
So you have 19 siblings. That's the 883 that
Yeah.
and you have access to 4 of your Dantru, which is the D4 that you rolled.
Gotcha.
D4 plus 3. So, as I said,
Which I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah. As I said, you are able to select what those are, which ones those are, and You're playing the Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Right.
Yes, I am.
And which subclass are you going with for the Prodigy?
I am going
Source.
with the Machinist.
The Machinist. Okay.
Yeah, Cyber Spiders, remember?
Yes. Yes. So the Machinist is a source subclass for the Prodigy that focuses on mechanisms, programming, coding, just technology as it magic as it pertains to technology. And you rolled your hit points, yes?
Got a 36.
36. Or actually, you didn't have to roll your hit points. You max your hit points for first level. So with the Prodigy being a D8 subclass, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, and then your Constitution modifier is a what?
It was the... I have a 32, so I
32.
believe is a 7.
Yes. Yeah, so a 7 gives you 3d8, 1d6, right? So that means that you had 38 hit points for your at first level.
Gotcha.
Because it's
I'm a
the D8
hinky
is
boy.
maximized.
Holy fuck.
The D8 is maximized, and then the 3d8s are maximized. The 3d8 and 1d6 is also maximized. So 24 plus 6 is 30 plus 8 is 38.
Okay.
And going forward, when we hit level 2, you will roll 4d8, 1d6, unless your Constitution goes up between now and then because of advancement points or something of that
Whatever we
nature.
get.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to post my numbers, my Dantu numbers in the chat.
Okay. And I will read them off to you, for what they are. Which ones did you select? Okay. All right. These are some solid numbers. Which 4 are you going to go for?
This is me not knowing what they...
Oh, this is you not knowing what they do. Okay. All right. So...
No, I think I'm gonna pick them and then you tell me what they are after I pick them, because I don't want it to be influenced.
Okay. Copy that. That works. That's perfect.
Or you can just roll from right now because you got about what even amount of number right now.
Yeah, he's
I think
got
so.
17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you got 15 there, so you can roll a d15 4 times and see what you get.
Nah, I'm not.
Or you can just...
Howard.
No, I'm sorry. I saw the number 69 and I was not gonna sit and have fate decide that I'm gonna get whatever I know.
Whatever 69
So I want, yeah, I'm getting whatever 69 is.
Nah, that's okay. But the other two,
I'm getting 155.
Okay, so you 155.
Yeah, 155 and 69, and I'll roll the other.
Okay. All right. So 155 is adamant hide. You have DR8 flat.
Oh.
All incoming damage is reduced by 8 points before you take anything.
Okay, that's solid, especially at first level. Fuck, you're good. At first level, that's beautiful.
And that's after resistances and vulnerabilities.
Yeah, like I said.
Gotcha.
Again, very good for level 1.
Yeah, and then 69 is versatility. You are proficient. You have proficiency and expertise in all skills and attributes.
Well, and that's fitting.
I did roll that one. Oh god, I forgot I had that one.
And I will roll a d16.
15.
Oh,
50.
and also, I'm sorry. As adamant hide, your base AC is 15.
Oh shit, even better.
Alright, 66. And
11?
Mm.
Roll it.
Base AC is
Alright.
10 for other people.
Well, I'll just take 111 and 6 because I got 2 twice.
Okay. You said 111 and 66.
Yeah, 111 and 66.
Okay.
Let me see if I recognize them. Yeah, like, I recognize really could look them up if I wanted to. But I'm like, oh yeah.
So 111, Void Soul.
Oh, that's nice.
As an action, you are able to open a singularity within 100 feet of yourself. Creatures within 30 feet of the square have disadvantage on saving throws. Creatures within 60 feet of the square must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 10 plus con mod plus proficiency bonus, or take 4d10 bludgeoning damage and be pulled 15 feet closer to the square. Creatures within 10 feet.
So me summoning it on their head, me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Creatures within 10 feet of the square take 6d12 true damage at the start of each turn.
God damn.
A creature reduced to 0 hit points by this damage cannot be revived by any means without the wielder of its damage.
Alright, let's choose another one besides that one.
He's already broke.
Yeah, I
Broken.
know.
That's game level shit, bro. We got him at the beginner level, bro.
Okay, so to
We'll make
taper
them, boys.
this, what we can do is cut your damage in half for right now. And as
That's
you
fine.
like, when you hit level, we'll call it level 8, then we'll bump it up to the numbers that are listed here. So I'm going to send you the wording for these. I'm sorry, we need 66 as well. That's right. 66.
66.
Invincibility. You are immune to all basic damage types. Have resistance to all elite damage except true and plasma.
Wait a minute.
And reduce all incoming damage by an additional 20 points.
I hear our formed right now.
Yeah, he's being pulled in 2 directions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
You're on the front line.
what is that one? Is that
66?
Huh,
66 is
Yeah.
also
carry towards their bed.
66 is also making you a problem. Because 66 says that you're immune to basic damage, and you have resistance to all elite damage except for true and plasma, and then you have another 20 DR.
Ah.
So you've got 28 DR and immunity to all basic damage types.
Come on, Tank, pick up this shield.
As a
spellcaster, no
machinist
less.
mage.
Come on, Tank. Get it.
Tony Stark is Hulk. What the fuck? Sorry, no. Tony's. You just made Adam Brashear. You just made Blue Marvel. Your character is Blue Marvel at this point. So while you manage all that, I'm going to send this stuff over here. Send this stuff over to you so that you have it. And while you manage that, Johnny.
Yo.
What are we bringing to the table, sir?
Hold on. He's gonna be a Haragon.
Handgun? You have cut out or have been muted if you're still here.
Okay, 155 is adamantine hide.
Yes, adamant hide. Yes.
Got you. So I think one of the kids had,
Mm-hmm.
because 155 for them, I think it was on.
Yeah, and we have. I know that whatever. I know I didn't send you any details on it because the control document had that entry blank. So whatever I explained to you is not what it ended up being because I changed it.
Got you. Okay. Oh no, Omni had what I have, 66.
Mm-hmm. You got some problems with it, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not their fault. It's genetics.
That's just godlike genetics, yeah.
So, Johnny, you have returned, yes?
Yeah, I'm here for a brief moment to
All
hopefully
right.
get back in the man cave, but go ahead.
Okay. So, what are you playing this evening, sir? Or rather, what are you going to be building this evening? What are we going over?
He's gonna be a Haragon,
Okay.
a gun weaving Haragon,
Okay.
who is giving mostly I'm going gun fu on people.
Okay. The gun
Because
food.
a gun fu Haragon who will be God cowboyish in nature
Okay.
is the best way to describe him.
That's fair. So the gun weaver is an ancient is a practitioner of magic that also utilizes advanced weaponry, i.e., guns of various forms, and they get enhanced firearms as well as trick shots in paired with their spellcasting. Now, most of you may be familiar with the Harengon from 5e. However, bringing over Dungeons and Dragons character races, there are modifications that are applied within Core 4. So the Harengon will be receiving a dex boost of +4 and then additional +4 to any other stat or rather, I'm sorry, and an additional +2 to another stat. They have a base movement speed of 60, a burrow speed of 30, and tremor sense for 50 feet. And then they also have an enhanced version of Rabbit Hop. As a bonus action, they can jump a number of feet equal to 5 times their proficiency bonus without provoking attacks of opportunity, and can use this trait if they can only use the trait if their movement speed is greater than 0, so they cannot be immobilized and still use this trait. However, you can do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier and regain all expended uses on a short or long rest.
Mm-hmm.
And did you have any clarifying questions about um, the firearms, your trick shots?
I'm going over trick shots right now. Firearms, we kind of agreed for the Desert Eagle, a dual Desert Eagle kind of look right now. Are they? And they are dex-based weapons, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just making sure. That's what I'm looking at when I'm dealing damage with those things and aiming.
Yes.
Spell levels. I believe they said. Okay, so
Yeah,
first
you've
level
got
spells.
first and second spells at this
Okay.
right now.
Okay, so I have a second level spell of mount.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you have the spell points that have been provided by your class is 24 at present, and at first level, all characters have the spellcaster spell points. Gravitators. What? Dun, 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 dun. I need to find this. Here we go. Okay, spell points per level. So, your reserves. You have 8 spell point reserves, and then an additional that are granted. An additional 24 granted to you by your class.
Okay, so 32 in total.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so that means that you have access to first and second level spells at this point. And what is your spellcasting ability score?
I believe it's off of intelligence, and right now it's at stock number 23.
23. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's based
then,
off intelligence.
right,
I'm
you
making sure
have
that's
an additional 10 spell points for first level and 20 spell points for second level. These are points that are added to your collective pool. However, them being bonus points means that you're digging deep, because like you're running low on spell points when you start tapping your bonus spell points. So once you hit the 30 mark, you're digging into effectively your life force in order to cast. Now, as your attributes or as your ability scores increase over time, you will get more spell points, and as you gain, in addition to gaining additional spell points at additional bonus spell points as you gain access to additional spell levels. So once you hit the ability to cast third level spells, you will receive an additional 30 bonus spell points to your spell point pool total. And that will allow you to cast more frequently and also bigger, more heavily modified spells. And your Deagle will be dealing we'll be dealing 3d8 piercing damage with a standard range of 80, 80 feet and a long range of 240.
240.
Yeah.
That's a whole math. It feels like. Okay. Quick question.
Yes.
If I cast Booming Blade, is it just on the bullets or is it like the gun itself? So every bullet shoot after like. So I'm just saying something like that.
As a gun weaver, booming blade will affect any part of the weapon. So if you are
Okay.
if you pistol whip someone while booming blade is active, the booming blade will trigger.
Okay. Pistol whip him and then shoot him. Got it.
Bow, wow.
Got it. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out because kung fu shit.
Yeah, and you also said that you wanted a sniper rifle, correct?
That is true.
Okay. So,
Just for management of the field.
all right. So, your sniper rifle will deal 4d10. It does skewering damage, meaning that the target will bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
When hit.
right.
Got it.
And it has a standard range of 160, a long range of 480.
Okay. And it's probably gonna be a lot better than like, hey, don't be up here on someone trying to play this up close.
Yeah.
It is.
Within 50 meters, you have disadvantage.
Okay. That's what I was figuring. That's when the Desert Eagles come out.
Sorry,
Okay.
defeat.
Is there also a way to make it invisible or like shrink it down? I guess.
Yeah.
Got Ruby style.
Oh, like a little keychain.
No, like you know how I'm
The compact
yeah, it compacts into like a
briefcase.
box. Yeah,
Okay.
briefcase.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Oh, sling bag.
And it takes an action, I guess, for it to come out. So let's
Yeah.
I'll make my drawback. It takes an action.
Okay. So, dun 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 dun. We've got your hit points.
Believe they're at 32. If I'm looking at this correctly.
Okay. The D8 from the Gunweaver, and then
Because it's a D8,
mm-hmm.
so that's 8
Mm-hmm.
plus. I put my con at 22, so it's a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Okay.
yeah, it's a
So
6.
6 is
That 1D.
that's 2d8. That's 2d8, 2d6.
Oh, it's 2D8, 2D6?
Yes.
I misread that thing because I thought it was 1D6, 2D, 3D4.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, plus 1, 2. That's also there too. I forgot about that. Okay, so what you said 2D. Wait, no, 2D6 is under 10 through 13. That's if I'm looking at ability scores. 10 through 13 is 2D6. 6
Yes.
through 9. Okay.
So, because you said you had a +6 modifier, right?
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
falls me the 6, 9, 6 through 9 area.
No. If you have a +6 modifier, that's 26 to 29. Is that what you said?
No, I was. Oh, okay. God, you're okay. I keep looking at numbers wrong. That's on me then. So yeah.
The attribute score 26, 29 is a modifier of +6.
Okay. God. No. It's not +6. It'd be +5. My correction. It's the modifier is +5 because it's 22 is the number.
Okay, 22 is the number. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that is 1d8, 3d6.
Yeah. So one. Okay. Need to refix this.
18 plus 8, 26. And then another 8 is 34.
26 plus the 8. Yeah, it's 34.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the 5 plus 5 would make it 39. Because there's that plus. Does the +5 modifier count too on top of that?
No. The dice pool themselves. So the only way that would count is if what you rolled was less than the modifier itself.
Okay, then it's 34 altogether then. So you're
That's you.
Okay.
Got your stuff. We got
I just
crown
need
stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't need that stuff.
Question: what does it mean to have expertise in attribute?
In an
Doubles.
attribute,
Yeah, in an attribute.
you add your proficiency bonus to the modifier. When you turn in your dice pool.
So if I have like a
So-
10,
Right.
and then the expertise.
So the expertise would add your proficiency bonus to that 10.
So it'd be a 14.
Right.
Gotcha.
So then you'd be rolling. You're effectively rolling 4 steps higher on any of your attribute skills or on any of your attribute checks.
Okay. And then I assume it's the standard 8 for skill check. Well, plus 8 for skill checks.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh shoot! I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Savant adds the expertise to the modifier. Adds the proficiency to the modifier. Expertise adds your proficiency bonus. Oh yeah, actually yeah, no, yeah, it is the modifier. Yeah, you're right. Never mind, I said it right. So
Okay.
yeah.
So with attributes, I'm just rolling 4 higher than what I have.
Mhm.
And then for skill checks, I'm just adding the plus 8.
Right.
Gotcha.
No. Okay. I am so sorry. Attributes and skills work the same way. So you're adding 8 to your attributes attribute checks. Savant adds the proficiency bonus to the attribute modifier
Okay.
for the dice pool. So
Yeah, so I just have an
Savant modifies
additional 8
right.
to every roll.
Right. Now, been waiting so very, very patiently. Sith, are you still with us, sir?
That I am.
And you said you had your character already completed. Did you send it over to me, or
It's I made it in. It's in aspects and envoys. You should see Zion under agents.
Gotcha.
Though I'm believing I did my health wrong because it says here HP 1d12 per plus your con modifier, but I'm starting to.
Yeah, it's the modifier pool, not the modifier number.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because yeah, I did the modifier number. Okay. So then that would have been a 9 plus. What's
Well,
the
you're playing
modifier?
a D12 class, right? What are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing Warden.
Okay, yeah. So it's 12 plus the maximized pool of your modifier at first level.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, let me roll that because my Constitution modifier is a. Give me a second. I'm trying to learn. Plus 9, so I'm rolling a 1d10 3d8.
Correct.
So 1 second. I apologize. I thought I had everything right, but
You not need to apologize. That's what this is for.
so ironically, I didn't know that part. I thought this was like when you said session 0. I thought like you meant how I do session 0. So I totally I came
Prepared to
somewhat prepared.
walk
I
through your dudes.
totally
And
yeah.
To a degree, we'll get a little bit of a step into the shoes, as it were. And I am having the struggle finding this character right now.
Give me a second. I will. It's under the agents. It's up there at the top. But give me a second. If you can't see it, then give me a second. I'll put it in your journal to make sure you can see it.
Do
You
we
should
have
be able to see
another-
it
Oh,
as
oh,
DM.
oh, in the 2020. Got you. In the 2020.
Oh, is it not?
In the
Is it
roll
not
20s.
supposed to be there?
I see him. I see
Yes.
him. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him,
Okay.
and I wondered who he was, but he's who he needs to be. All right. Okay. Cool. So, I was wondering about that. This is the person.
That's
okay.
Zion.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's Zion. So
Okay.
that would be a 26 plus 12. So that's
Plus-
38 HP.
Correct.
Okay, so then I will update that part of my sheet. So yeah, everything else is correct.
Yes.
I'm also in Apogee. If you want to know the
Nice.
backstory about our characters now, I can tell you. But
Yes, please.
I would rather Lume be here
Okay.
because our characters are connected.
Okay.
I'll
So
give you.
He should be arriving soon.
Yeah, I know where he is. I'll give you the short story now.
Mhm.
Is that at least okay?
Yeah, that's fine,
The
yeah.
summary, so it at least is on the record. We are siblings. We're Apogee siblings.
Mhm.
He was born without a abdomen gaster, so that the round thing on the
Mhm.
bottom of an ant, like their
Yeah.
abdomen, where all of their intestines are.
Yeah.
And I, as his twin brother, am a perfect match, so I gave him mine. The backstory behind that, though, is remember how we had said Zevril has that hospital plan where he goes through and buys the rights to people that are dying and pays off their family members if they don't have the ability to afford the health insurance, at least before he put in place the free health care with Wondox. But like if they had like terminal diseases or things like that, like if there wasn't really a shop for him to live. This is one of those. Well, Lume's character was supposed to be the one, like, that would make sense for, like, Lume's character should be the one, like, he's the one that's ill, he has a terminal disease, he should be the one to give up his life. But my character said, nah, fuck that, take mine, make my brother better, pay off my family, make sure they have a good life. And my brother fucking hates Zevril. My brother wants to fucking murder fucking Zevril.
Okay.
Lume's character despises my main character because he's like, why did you take his life? Why did you take my brother's life when he was healthy? That's against everything that you stand for. Even though if you wanted him to make me better, like I get that, but it should have been me. So like, fuck you.
He volunteered, and you weren't healthy enough to stop him. I can't.
Pretty much. And that's how Zevril feels about it. Like Zevril's just like, your brother asked. That's like, yeah, sure.
To Zevril.
Broke boys. Ugh.
Well, so so going forward beyond that, this is an undead of Zevril's. Because you said I could play one of my undead. So yeah, this is that.
This is beautiful. I appreciate this.
Yeah. Trauma. Lume, to thank Lume. This was Lume hooked me with the idea, and my world, he knows how to get me on the hook with world building, because it didn't take me long to put that story together.
It's great.
There's more to it, but like how he doesn't know that I'm traveling, the person that's traveling with him is his brother. I got like a mask on and things, like I got my armor and stuff, because the majority of Zevril's summons wear uniform, at least the basic ones. So yeah.
Good stuff, sir. Good stuff. Now
you're gonna ask about how that AC is so high, aren't you?
No. That is not a concern because he's one of Zevril's undead. So there's infusions.
That's not nope. That's natural. That's natural. That's everything that's on the sheet is natural. That's so
natural
the Apogee
is plus 16, 16 plus dex.
16 plus 6 is the dex. Plus I got 2 shields, so 2 AC each, so 4. And then I took Enduring Guard, that's plus 2, so 28.
Okay, cool.
So that's before. Now, if I could take something, for but I figured this was just the basic summon, because even still, all of my summons are still sort of better than this. Not stat-wise, but like equipment-wise. This is just a natural fucking monster.
Right.
Because I also rolled really well for my stats. I don't know if you see that on the side.
Yeah, I do. This is very nice.
Yes.
Very nice indeed. And
And I did put the racial bonuses in there for the I think they get like a plus to, hold on, let me scroll back down. I did this a couple hours ago.
yeah, you get +4 to strength, +8 to con, and +2 to intelligence.
Yep, I added those. And then I also added the proficiency for the saving throws that you get for the warden class as well. And then if you look in the bottom right underneath traits, you will see all of the traits from both the class and the race.
Yep, innate casting, fast healing. Yep, it's all here. Coordinated strikes. Man, that y'all are gonna be tearing people apart. Y'all are tearing people apart.
So here's two things I wanted to say about this character. Because he doesn't know I'm an apogee, and I'm just following orders, and because I'm following orders, I'm not gonna be thinking to tell him, like, in my mind, how I imagine Zevril's bringing back of summons, especially of some of the basic weaker ones. In the very beginning, they don't really remember who they were, and they slowly start to remember over time. So like he doesn't even himself know he's an apogee. Oh, I also took off the hive mind since I'm dead.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I didn't think you would have wanted. They wouldn't have made sense for me to have it on there, but yeah,
it wouldn't.
But yeah, so eventually that'll be a whole bomb in there for us to discover, and then he's gonna step to Zevril, and Zevril will either A, give him a job, or B, kill him. But that's like a year down the line. No,
So-
we talked about it. He's gonna step to Zevril. I want him to. He's invested in this character. I want him to step to Zevril.
Wonderful. So the last thing, or rather,
Oh, am I missing something?
do you know which way you want to lean for Gear Core?
For
Your
What?
specialization, your apogee specialization.
So I talked to Lume about that, and he had said we had to roll to see if we were one of the special apogees for the Gear
Right.
Core. But if we are one of the Gear Cores, then I would say, I mean, because I'm like the shield hero, right? Or not the shield hero, but like a shield guardian. I literally got 2 shields and a giant warhammer. I want my job to be like that indispensable bulwark on the field, right? That's why I took warden. So I mean, like, would it be better for me to go Gurmok and just? Well, I mean, I can already attack with 4 weapons in a combat, and I only technically am using 3. I'm using technically 2. I'm using a shield, 2 shields, and a warhammer to like do shield bashes and slam swinging the warhammer around. So I mean, like, the only thing from Gear Mach that benefits me, if you will, I believe, would be the even more natural increased armor and enhanced weapon damage. Though Gear Pak is just all around great because massive telekinesis and mind control. So it would be really just a matter of Mr. GM, what can you tell me of those 2 besides what's listed here? Because that's literally all I have is those 3 bullets and those 2 bullets.
That's fair. Okay. So the Gear Core are
they're the elite of the elite.
right. They are apogee that have evolved beyond the restraint of the hive mind. They're still able to tap into it, but they are not swayed by it any longer. And because of that, they are connected to the will of the hive as opposed to the queen. Right?
So hear me out. Story-wise, it makes sense for Lume to be one of these. Because I gave my life for him. What if that was the will of the hive? What if that's the reason why he really then, because it would make sense of why he hates Zevril so much. Like, would I gave my life for him for this reason? Like, because knowing him, he's probably going to be a geared Geardoc,
Geardoc. Yep.
Geardoc, or the Gearpoc. Something like I feel like it would make more sense, especially considering you can live an ant can live a while without its abdomen, but not a long time. So I would assume like it was going to be one of us and not both of us. And they probably originally thought it was going to like he's the one that had probably like the skill for it and I didn't, but his life expectancy, they were like he's not going to make it, so they didn't, the rest is history.
Kinro and Kinro.
So I'm like, so it wouldn't make sense that I'm not one.
Okay.
Unless you can come up with a reason for me to be one. I can't think of one, but like it makes more sense for me not to be one. Me giving up my life is the reason why he is one, I would say.
Okay.
Like if you want to give me some, like you want to just give me increase the natural armor, I'll take that. But like aside from that, I'll be honest, I don't really want anything.
Okay. All right, cool.
You can just make some tanker.
I got you. What I'm going to do is develop a secret core.
Like in regards to the ward, what's it called? The warden, the ward coil. Say that 10 times fucking fast. Ward coil.
Ward coil. The ward coil. No. This is
really say that 10 times fast. I dare you.
Ward coil. Anyways,
shit.
I was starting to stumble.
All right.
But words from my brain were formulated.
Oh, is that how I get Soul to reset? Oh, just make him say ward coil a couple times and he just factory resets. Noted forever. Man said words. What are they? My apologies.
No, you're good. I'm gonna make.
You reset my brain.
A secret chord. I reset my own brain. I had to think about what the fuck we were talking about. A secret chord. Like, Jesus. I realized that worked on me. I'm like, that worked on me too. Damn.
I can't be doing that. I can't be.
We're in session?
Myself. What?
What's going on?
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I will be making a new gear core, a fourth gear core.
Oh, gear! I've unlocked gear 4.
Oh yeah, I also meant to say you want that
right
little
that.
E1000, Mr. Soul.
Oh, you're doing a D1000?
Yeah, that D1000.
Yeah. Did you already roll it?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to. It was your luxury.
Yeah, no, it's like because if you're trying to be one of them special people, you need to roll that. I'm not gonna give you my luck for that, sir.
I'll roll a D1000. Are we rolling D1000s to be special?
Yes.
141. All right, go ahead, Maha. I rolled low, so you'll probably roll high now. Watch him roll like a 30.
What's my target number?
Wait,
the D1000.
Tell you that.
Which way are you swinging?
Was I supposed to call high or low?
I would prefer if you guys do, but if you don't, I assume that you're rolling high. But
no, I didn't know. So, look, I'll delete that and go again.
Oh, do I need
I'll roll high.
Johnny, if you want to roll a D1000.
What are we rolling for?
To be important.
Maha is rolling to
Got a
see if
252.
he gets one of the wrathful blessings.
Okay.
My bad.
Say that one more time.
Maha wants to see if he gets one of the wrathful blessings, so he needs to roll a D1000 to see if he's in that percentile.
I got a low 252.
If I roll, what am I rolling for specifically if I were to roll? No,
You're calling high or low?
You are rolling to see if I import Theron offshoot called the Laggard.
Am I rolling to see if I get any of Zevril's traits?
Yes.
Okay, I'll shoot for high. So I'll shoot for high.
You're going super high?
Yeah.
I think I will also shoot for high. If it's my boy Zevril,
I
Zevril's always got a high
knew my
roller.
luck.
Okay. Okay.
I
Zion
creamed a little
actually
bit.
gets some power.
Fucking lucky bastard.
Zion actually gets his thing.
He stole my shit. He stole my luck.
I creamed a little bit. 894 for those that are listening. 88. I rolled a Wondox feel robbed because he rolled a 433. But
He stole
he's
my
I got a 252
not
on
built
low.
different.
All right. So here's
I am sad.
what I'm gonna do. Because I'm a nice person, I'm gonna roll. You tell me high or low, and I'm gonna roll a D100.
For me or you?
This is a general. I'm going to roll the D100. You tell
Oh,
me whether it's high or
You're
low.
rolling low.
I'm
high.
rolling low. Okay.
Yeah, you're rolling.
But-
Yeah,
okay.
I agree with that. I'll say low as well.
Dev,
Okay.
you already got good.
No, it's soul.
No, it's Soul. We're gambling Soul's roll. I think but Soul normally rolls high, so I'm saying
Soul
low.
usually rolls.
Is this a group competition at this point? We all gotta say he rolls high.
So this is it's a consensus thing. So
So you're gonna roll high.
Soul has played an entire exit session without rolling high.
He
all
actually
out.
did. He literally did roll.
I ran
I just-
it was like two
higher
whole
sessions without
sessions.
rolling higher than 10.
It was 2 sessions. It wasn't one. It was
Yeah, it was-
2
yeah, it
sessions
was
without
2
rolling higher than a 14.
And one of those sessions I rolled 4 ones in a row, which was atrocious.
So I think
So
I'm
what are we
still gonna
doing?
stick with low.
We're gonna
I'm sticking
Yeah.
low. Hell yeah, I'm sticking low.
Yeah.
So we have no belief in your roll low.
See,
I mean, his faith might be low. His faith might be just in reverse. Like, it's not bad luck.
So he's Mr. Negative. It's opposite day for him.
Yeah, like,
so there's a
I want him to roll like a perfect one.
Mech, give me a number between 1 and 30.
Let's go 23.
23. Okay. So, we're rolling low. If I get below a 23, y'all get advantage.
Hey!
Where's the number?
On what? Advantage on what?
The roll for your specialness.
Oh,
Dev's already
okay.
got it. He doesn't need it. It's for me and Ma. That's all I hear.
Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, perfectly in the middle.
Trust y'all.
The dice said, I'm trying to tell a story here.
I
Yeah.
was high. I said high. They were like, nah, he's rolling low.
Well, he
bro.
was rolling below. He said below.
Yeah, he had to
That
roll
wasn't-
below a 20,
Yeah.
a 23. I think
Yeah,
he said.
yeah, if it was high, let's see what happens if it was high. It would have had to be above a 77.
Nah, we're good.
Oh, damn! Yeah, no.
Hold on.
This man literally was in the happy medium. That's very Soul.
He got a
to be in
95.
the happy 5. Jesus, that's unlike Soul to get a 95.
All right.
Look at it.
Go for
Look
it.
at it.
I used advantage to give you advantage, so
Oh,
That's
say less.
crazy, Soul. He just wanted to be nice.
That definitely does.
if it
just sound
didn't
like
happen on the second one, it was just gonna go away.
I wanted to see his
Johnny-
own
high or
market.
low?
Because
Hold on,
Johnny,
hold on. Maha, high or low? Wondox,
Johnny
high or low?
campaigned.
I already told y'all.
I'm calling high because I have.
What'd you say, Johnny?
Wondox? Did you say
Yeah,
high?
Low. Yeah, low. Said low.
He said low. I called low. I called low. I called low.
Because that's what I heard. That's what I heard, and then I saw the
I
lights.
thought he said high, so that's none of my business.
No, I'm lying. I said high. I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like,
Didn't
I
roll
thought
with
he
it.
said high.
Damn.
I guess I'll just roll.
You're honest.
No, this is the advantage, Maha.
This is the advantage. You're right.
Gotcha.
Sir, I
So-
was like,
So neither of them got it.
I am just the Ianon.
Like, yes, you're still,
fuck up,
you're
yeah.
still.
Yeah, I am the.
you're in
Meanwhile.
you're A, Ian on. I'm down, dog. You're
Yeah, meanwhile, Zion here. Yeah, Zion here. Let me go. So I can take one of Zevril's traits.
Zion.
Is there a limit?
Zion can receive a single boon from his patron at level
is he
At level
multi-class
what?
as a
at
warlock?
level 1.
At level 1?
Yes,
Hey.
you have a boon from your patron. Given that your patron is you, you.
I mean, I
like,
literally
like,
created him. Technically, that's
You
actually
should-
really funny. He could be a fucking warlock. That is really funny that you say that because I did create him. Technically, he could naturally fall into a warlock or a cleric if I
The
wanted to.
You really
fathomless.
could.
No, the worst
One-
part. Yeah, the warlock. If you really wanted to.
Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
you should let him have that warlock.
if Zion multi-classes warlock, or actually,
If any of.
Yeah, it's like-
here's this.
yeah,
Here's this. All right, so Zevril, Sith, I want you to mind link with me for half a second, okay? I want you to like this, just listen to the train,
I'm
okay?
grinning. I'm grinning very much so right now. If this train is where I'm gonna think it's going, I'm grinning.
Zion is a warden lock with Zevril as his patron.
Yeah.
Hold on, hush! You immediately cut him off. I didn't hear him. A warden? What'd you say?
You are a warden lock with Zevril as his patron. So you are a warden,
Hmm.
but you also have a pact with Zevril Durin, the Lord of Life and Death, or Death and Balance. I'm sorry. And you are able to create the subclass that follows you. If you would like me to build it for you, it would basically be like amalgamized from traits on Zevril's character sheet. So I feel
Well,
like
I mean,
honestly, I was just gonna give you a name that I wanted you to utilize as a theme because I
Okay.
thought it would be really funny and go from there. Zealot. Like he's just he's a tanky zealot. He's just a fucking
boss
because his
system.
whole thing. I'm using warden because warden is the tank. Like
Right.
it's the fucking tank. So if you want to combine like the equivalent of like a paladin and a warden, be my fucking guest because that's basically what he would be.
Okay.
I can do that if you want.
Be my fucking guest. Let me see it first. I would definitely
And what
because
is your arm system? You went with the Enduring Guard, right? That's right. Never mind.
correct. That's why I said let me see it first because I did spend a whole hour making sure I had all this shit correct. So I don't want to necessarily start over because
No.
we're making a whole new character, a whole new class.
It's just a subclass.
Yeah. You're adding a
Subclass trait? Okay,
yeah.
never mind. That's fine.
And you do also have warlock spells. So if you want, if you want to throw some Zevril specials into that man's spell book or into his mind bank, he will be able to use warlock spells with psi points.
I'll take it. That's hell yeah.
Permission to make him Eldritch Invocations as well that he can take.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That is acceptable.
As long as if you're gonna do that, remember Zevril's whole thing. Yes, death. Yes, balance, but also the in between as well. Zevril's whole thing is shadow and the void. So like it is.
Yeah, one of your Eldritch
His
Invocations
transition.
that I was gonna during your death saving still make.
Cybertron.
He's been cutting out and Cybertroning consistently for a while. He won't admit that his connection is ass right now. He keeps saying he has full bars, but I'm just gonna go ahead while he's like fully cut out.
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
He has returned.
I was gonna say I was just gonna give you a Eldritch Invocation that during your death saving throws you can still make attack.
Oh. Okay.
Even better, you don't start making death saving throws until you are 50% of your max health in negative.
I'm undead though. To
I
be
was
fair,
giving
I
him
don't
something
necessarily...
balanced, and Soldier said, "Let me
Well,
triple."
To be fair though, Soul has a point, because I was going to literally say I am undead. Like I am literally undead.
Oh, you don't technically make death saving throws.
Exactly. Like the conditions of unconsciousness and literally death mean like you can
I'm pretty sure
deanimate me,
zombies
but
don't.
I will be reanimated, if that makes sense.
Right. Like you can make him stop
Like-
moving for a little while, but his regeneration is
like-
gonna kick over in a little bit. So you
Not even that. 24 hours on fucking Zevril. I get he refreshes his fucking undead. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'll just come back of it. Like I can't stay dead for long. As long as Zevril exists, I will eventually be brought back.
It's the greatest patron to have. Oh, speaking of, I actually just finished dealing with Ketheric. Actually, no, not even finished dealing with Ketheric. I just got through the first
He's
part
one
of
of my
Ketheric.
favorite bosses ever. Wait, you hadn't gotten to Ketheric Thorn this entire time?
No, this is
Damn.
this is the furthest I've gotten into the. I
Oh,
literally.
I didn't know.
I just.
I
finally-
haven't gotten that far
He's
either.
literally he's part of my inspiration for Zevril. Like I love Ketheric Thorn.
So
If Zevril was evil, that's exactly how he would be.
the armament sequence for Aelin once you free her from the cage. That's effectively what Venators do when they put on their visage.
Dame Aelin is still the best paladin to ever.
Yes, and her that sequence that happens is
Exactly.
the
That's why
coolest
he's the best
and the
paladin.
honestly, it's not sexy, but it's fucking hot as fuck. That animation is awesome.
It's like, oh yeah, like, oh no, you're a paladin. You're fucking overly zealous. You're fucking crazy. You'll murder everything. No, I'm with you. Let's do this.
And I'm with you. Like it's such a weird balance. The Karlach is crazy. It's just like, oh yeah, that's a paladin for sure.
Look at these niggas just spoiling.
I ain't spoiled nothing.
Yeah, that's
You don't
actually
even
the
know who
funny
that
part. We
person
didn't
is.
spoil anything. That's the worst part.
I gave you a name, a class, and a relative point at which you will encounter her. I didn't spoil a shit ass thing, bro.
None of those things mean anything to you, actually. That's the worst thing, because even though he said that, you can still go that entire... And this is the part that sucks. You can go that entire act without running into the person he just mentioned, which would be very bad, but you can go through the entire act without running into that person at all.
Yep.
I
Damn.
need to finish my place and replace me.
Wait, you haven't gotten past that?
Oh no. So okay. So this entire time,
We're derailing. We're derailing.
I understand. I'm
Okay,
gonna
just
circle
making
back.
sure. Just making sure.
The entire time that Baldur's Gate has been out, I have never made it past the crash. The furthest. So when you came over, when you came over on Christmas, and we walked and did the whole Gale thing, and then went straight to Moonrise Towers. That was the first time I had stepped foot into Act 2.
Man,
So-
I feel special now then because I
understand why you make it to the question. Stop. You really love her, don't you?
What you mean?
You really love Lae'zel,
I am
don't you?
redeeming that girl. She's an Orphean. Like she is a member. Like
I
she's a follower of
understand.
Morpheus.
So the first time you went
That's
to the
my homie.
crash, did you let her do it?
he's the only person.
With the Zathis? Oh fuck.
Uh huh.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh.
I think
yo.
Zathis.
I
So you let her.
I
So
saw
you let
the
her
giant-
hate you.
I saw the giant mandible thing, and I was like, "No, you're not sitting in that chair. You're not sitting.
bad.
You
It's like,
permanent.
no,
Unless you
my
have
tactical
mods, you
powers to
permanently
bonus
ruin your
action.
relation.
Yeah, just go sit there.
No,
No, I didn't.
Bro, it's-
No, I didn't, because I'm
you
Githyanki.
can- you can
First
take
off,
it,
I'm
she'll be
Githyanki,
fine.
and I'm Githyanki, and I used Githyanki logic. I have been leading you. I guided you here without any kind of issues, and
Yeah.
this is my right.
You don't have to
Sit the
get
fuck down and
feeling.
let me do this.
I was a tiefling and still was like, nah, I brought us here. You're the reason. She's like, I don't fucking like that you said this, but I respect
gotta
the fact
respect
that you put authority behind your voice, so I respect it.
To be fair, can I say this? To be fair, Lae'zel is literally the easiest character to get killed in the whole game. The amount of time
No,
harassing your murder.
no,
Actually, no, she's not.
I can't agree.
No, the
Not
easiest
at
person-
all.
So honestly, the easiest person to get
All
killed is
the-
Shadowheart. Second easiest.
No,
I still have to give it to fucking Gale.
Okay.
Gale or Starion are very easy
no.
to accidentally
Let me
get fucking killed.
Let me run this. When you first meet Lae'zel, where do you meet her in that cage? My
She's in
bad.
the
A
cage.
second.
Yeah,
She's in the cage
Mhm.
above,
Two
and you can just
tieflings.
leave her ass there. You don't need to get her. You just leave her ass. Correct?
Mhm.
You mean Shadowheart, but yeah.
No.
He's talking about
Lae'zel's in the
Lae'zel
cage,
after you
found by
crash.
tieflings.
After you
Yeah.
crash, she's in
Right.
that
Oh,
cage.
after the crash. Yes, in the
Right.
cage.
the
I thought you meant on the okay,
Yeah,
got you.
No, after the crash.
Mhm.
She's in the goddamn little trap up above
Right.
with the tiefling.
You can leave her
You
there.
could just point the tieflings, kill her there. You could.
Yes. On
Shadowheart.
that same token, Shadowheart's passed out on the beach. You could just walk right past her.
Yeah.
Gale
No,
is
she'll
trapped in the
still
pool.
make it. She'll still make it to the.
She'll still make it to the Druid
She'll still
Grove.
make it.
Right.
Yeah.
Gale won't. If you don't pull Gale out of the, if you don't pull Gale out of
he's
the,
just there. He's just
he's
stuck.
just dead.
He's just stuck.
Elements
For the rest of the
nothing
game.
to you. He's just stuck there. He's stuck.
Wait, it's a stare.
If you cut off his hand as a Dark Urge, he dies in that portal.
Damn.
And
That's why I said it goes to Gale. Gale does not come back after that portal if you don't pull him out.
Right.
Damn.
Like
Okay.
You can kick him out of the party and he'll come back later. But if you don't pull him out the party, Gale cooked.
if you recruit Karlak before you ever talk to Will, he will come to your camp and try to attack her, at which point you can just flat out kill him.
Karlak will murder him if you don't participate in that fight or stop it.
Yeah.
She overpowers him.
Wait, hold on. You can get Karlak without getting Will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't have to go into the Druid Grove, bro.
You can go completely around
You
it.
can just walk past that.
You also don't. The thing is, even if you go to the Grove, like Will is training tieflings, you don't have to talk to him.
He's
Like,
Yeah, you don't have to talk to him at
he
all.
don't come to you
After
for
you-
nothing.
Like, you talk to him usually because you're impressed with the whole fact that he had a cutscene the first time you see him. You don't have to talk to that nigga at all. You walk clean past him. Jump, go to where Zev. What the? His name isn't Zevril.
Who?
Zevlor.
Zevlor, thank you. Go over to where Zevlor is. Go up that ladder that's beside Zevlor, and then you'll see like there's a area back there. Jump down that cliff, and Karlak's right over there on the other side of that waterfall.
Yep.
And then you talk to her, send her straight to camp, go to rest that night. Will show up, try to kill her. Karlak will murder him.
Advocatus Diaboli. I'm here to kill
So
you.
Karlak wins that fight, or
Yes.
like
Easily, because depending on
Barbarian
who's in
versus
your
Warlock,
party,
are
they
you
will get
serious?
involved. If you have Lae'zel or any other party
Lae'zel
member, they
will
will
defend
also
Karlak.
immediately roll. And if it's Lae'zel and Karlak, it's done.
It's a
It's
wrap.
done.
It's a
Wrap instant.
This
He has to roll a high on initiative to win that, and even still, he's not living.
And
he
doesn't
can't
have
do
those
more
warlock
than one
powers.
d10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he
doesn't have
can't.
those warlock powers. Like,
Well,
they got taken from him once the tadpole.
Right. He got reset. He's a level 1 warlock fighting a level 1
Oh yeah,
barbarian.
he's cooked. Because at that point, you're like usually level 3. He's cooked.
Okay.
But anyways,
Back
That was one hell of a derail.
yeah. But Baldur's Gate 3 is fun.
Yeah.
So that whole conversation started because of Patron.
Yes. Well,
Yes, it did.
It started because
Like I said, we were derailing. I remembered.
I saw Aelin arm up for the first time, and I was like, and the first thought that crossed my mind is like, that's how miniatures put on their visage. That is legitimately like if they want to be all stylish about it, they manifest their armor over themselves, and they also then get their weaponry, and they're ready to go. Like it was legitimately, it's like, oh shit, that's exactly what I envisioned.
Oh,
Excuse
which one of you is a Venator?
No one yet, but I think Lume was actually considering being Venator unless he's told you something different.
Nope.
And
Everything that I've told you is everything that I know.
wonderful.
Okay. Do you have like to go over real quickly? Desert Eagles do what, and what is their range, real quick?
Desert Eagles do 3d8.
Piercing.
Yes, 3d8 piercing, and it is 80 to 40.
Okay, 80 to 40. That's on me. Okay.
80 to 40. 80/240.
Okay, 80 to 240. And The sniper rifle is
4d10.
4d10. My bad, I had it backwards.
Yeah, it's 4d10.
It's called
Skewer?
shredding. Okay, skewer. Okay, that's the
Skewer,
word.
yeah.
I shredding for some reason.
It's skewer damage. That has to be, that bleeding has to be stopped with restoration. Nothing else will work. You're just gonna bleed for half damage until you die or you get healed.
And it is 120 to 480, if I remember correctly.
It's 160 to 480.
60 to 480. Okay. And disadvantage within 80
within
feet.
50 feet. Within 50 feet. You don't want people close to you. Also, because you are allowed 2 advanced arms, and I'm assuming you win akimbo, so your deagles are a single or a single firearm. Your sniper rifle is enhanced, so any hostile creature within 50 feet of you when you fire your sniper rifle, regardless of if you are aiming at them or not, rolls a Constitution saving throw or is deafened for a round.
That loud. No, the bang. Okay.
Better put a silencer on that, bitch.
Absolutely not. It's loud and proud. I let you know.
My man said stealth operations. Where?
Sir, if I need to do that, I pull out a goddamn beat. I put a silencer on my pistol and I call it a day. I'm not about to fucking snipe.
Alright, to be fair, silencers actually don't make things that silent. I actually learned that.
Yeah.
What does
That was a very odd thing to learn.
Yeah,
what does it sound like?
Aiding witness.
Yeah, it's not a
yeah.
not a silencer, it's a suppressor.
It's just like it deafens the sound. Yeah, muffles the sound, like muffles like the muzzle flash. It's really
yeah.
Yeah. I learned that I think it was last week when my cousin just put up with the rifle and he was like, "Hey, you want to try this?" Proceeded to not pass me the gun, put a silencer on it, and shoot it himself. Very country moment. Very country moment.
Hey, cuz, I just got a new gun. You want to help me shoot it? Nah, you can't touch this, man.
No, you can't touch this, man.
You're grown folk, man. You ain't old enough for
me
that
being
yet.
21, you ain't older.
The
I have
reason why
a
I was
question.
okay with, yes.
Oh, I apologize. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say the reason I was okay with tangents is because we've effectively covered all of our bases, and it is.
I mean, aside from Lumiere.
Yeah.
Who has not appeared yet.
Yes, the man has not arrived.
I do want to go over my cantrips.
Okay.
Go ahead. Hey, real quick.
But Zevril had something he wanted to say. Yeah.
Go ahead,
I'm
Zach.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can wait.
Shit. Fuck.
I forgot.
God damn it, made me. Yeah, no, all that made me forget. What was I gonna say? Because I was looking at Zevril's character sheet, and I had a question. For the boon that I'm getting from my patron, can it be something that Zevril has not had a chance to use because he doesn't see it's something that Zevril has not, and I don't know if he will. Maybe because I have it generally because I have so many other things to use, I haven't got a chance to use it. So I would like that to be the boon that I just give to this character.
Okay.
And then this is the part where you ask me what
the
that
boon
is. Will you?
Yeah, I kind of need to know it so that I can put it in the Warlock subclass.
No. It's a you keep doing what you're doing. No, it would be something separate from that. You keep doing what you're doing.
So,
do you remember there's one specific thing that you've given me that you gave me as a Christmas gift on Christmas Day
that I still have not fucking used. Do you remember what it was? Because I don't even know if you remember.
On Christmas.
Huh?
They said on Christmas.
Yes, when I was at your house, you gave it to me on Christmas. Like I literally added it to my sheet while I
Give
was
you a
there,
flash drive.
sitting on.
Yeah, Phil.
No. We were talking, and I was on his couch. I was literally on his couch. I had my nephews. We were all cuddling. Had Lemmy was petting the cat, and we were talking. It was a specific thing that we were talking about. You gave it to me, and we were talking about it because we had discussed about how we were talking about how with my time dilation, there was a certain thing that I had basically met the requirement for almost instantaneously.
Oh,
so you're like,
yeah.
oh yeah. Then by the way,
the deck.
XYZ.
The deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
The deck.
Yeah, the deck.
Can I get
powers? Yeah, you got it.
Can I give Zion that deck instead?
Mhm.
Okay. Then on that note, can you actually
Create it for you?
design the deck of
Yes.
Kindred Strikes for me?
Gotcha.
Because that was the other reason. Because I know because I was just like, yeah, I'll when I want to use it, I'll let you know, and I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, because I mean, I've given you so many big weapons. Because like that was something that that was spawned from the first few episodes because you were doing your Cartomancer thing, and then the Cartomancer thing became not as important as everything else in your arsenal. So
Because I started learning actually utilizing my spell points, because that's what I was basically using the Cartomancers for. Once I realized that I was just basically cheating with the Cartomancers to stack spells to use as bonus actions. When I was just like, oh, I can just spend
like,
the spell
accelerate
points
this?
to make
okay.
exactly right. So that's why I stopped really doing that. I do still have the very first thing that I made out of those cards. I do still have that. It is still sitting in a certain place because I haven't put the traits on it because I'm you remember where I said collecting things for a certain thing? Yeah, but aside from that, I haven't used any of the rest of the cards. Because I literally have 26 of those, which is the reason why fucking all this shit happened. So, yeah.
Understood.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
Considering,
Can you actually tell me what that deck is? Because I don't even really remember. I vaguely remember it as kind of, if I remember how you described it, what I remember in my head, the hype for it that I remember, what's sticking in my head now as I think about it, is we had talked about the weapons from Final Fantasy 16 or 15, with Noctis.
Yes. So the deck of Kindred Strikes is an artifact that was compiled by a previous herald of the Hornava.
The one that's lost in the Feywild?
No, he's actually in the Oververse. And they've been passing artifacts. They've been passing signature weapons across a dilation or a tear in the barrier between the Oververse and the Umberverse. And
oh shit! So it might be my time to pass one back.
So
I've received one. I have to keep the ritual going.
Once and this was done so that the artifacts themselves, so that the weapons themselves could gain energy from the Prime Omniverse in order to hopefully give the Horonava or the Kindred the extra power they need to destroy the barrier from the Umberverse. At the same time that around the same time that a coordinated strike is launched from the Oververse to destroy the barrier on that side. So the deck of Kindred Strikes is literally a deck of cards that has each of the signature weapons for the Huronava, for the Kindred, on them and can be summoned from them. So it functions similar to a tarot deck outside of combat, but in combat, when you draw a card, the weapon on that card will manifest with whatever element the suit show, with whatever element of the showing suit. So there are 16 cards in a suit, and there are 4 suits within the deck. So you've got a 64 card deck that can produce 4 variants of 16 weapons, and they are god weapons. So
what I'm hearing is, fuck my 2 shields and my warhammer. I should just start every combat drawing 4 cards.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Fuck that. I'm still gonna be a warden, but like the fucking, cause like Zevril makes weapons on a wardens use weapons. Hush for 2 seconds. Let me play my character how I want to play my character.
It was just a question. I was like,
yeah,
I didn't know wardens can use other than.
Yeah, they use
any class can use any weapon.
The cornerstone of the class.
Nigga, the gunslinger can use a cannon.
Right.
No, what I mean is like wardens. Like a lot of the things sounds like they're having like shields or defensive-esque weapons.
Did you read? No, hold on. Did you read the warden character sheet?
Yeah, because I was gonna create a warden.
Then why are you?
So all of the arm systems we have. We're going to start and we're going to go through them. We have the Enduring Guard, which has tower defense at first level, which is +2 to AC when wielding shields, and also grants allies a +1 AC as long as they remain within 5 feet. Zayat Defender,
which is the one I have.
Right.
But if I take this deck, I might swap to Battlebreaker.
That makes sense. Fluid Defense for Zayat Defender. You do not suffer penalty to attack rolls while in defensive stance. Vengeful Guard. Whenever you reduce damage using Ward Coil, you may your next melee attack deals bonus force damage equal to twice the ward points spent. Meaning, I believe the Ward Coil, it's 1 point per 5 damage. So.
I can basically make my next. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. So we're gonna do. Just gonna go ahead and make that swap to my sheet right now. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. So we're gonna do Vengeful Guard and we're taking the deck, and then for this subclass, is it gonna be like, is it 3? Are we thinking 3 subclass traits, or what do we?
It's
and
5.
then the 5. Okay, 5 subclass traits.
1st, 5th, 9th, 13th, and 17th.
Gotcha. Okay. Then what is can the first level one be the Eldritch Evocation? Or a better question, what are you making the first level one, Maha? Because that's the only one I care about right now.
Are we basing this off of, or are we basing this off of 5E?
Well, we're
basing this off of Core 4.
Core 4. Because Core 4 campaign.
Okay, so no, what I mean is, because the level that you get your Warlock subclasses changes depending on which one you're using.
Mm-hmm.
He just said 1, 5. What?
Yeah, 1, 5, 9, 13, and 17.
There you go.
Send that to me so I can.
Dun, 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 dun. Shooting it your way. Dun, 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 dun. Then I'm gonna say. Dun, 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 dun. Almost done today. Dun, 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 dun. There's Crown. Haha.
Basically, one of the Eldritch Invocations I was giving you Since you technically don't die outright as dead, when you're in a what is considered a death saving state, you actually go into a rage.
So you rage at 0 hit points.
You rage, yeah.
You rage at 0 and you keep going until you're at
Considered
negative half.
Yeah.
At which point you
So I'm a literal true. Oh God, I'm Rokon. I'm a literal true berserker. If I don't heal, I'm gonna die. Because that's literally how Rokon's berserker works. All of the damage he takes pretty much while he was in berserker, the moment he comes out of it gets applied. So it has a maximum threshold of about double his HP. So negative half. Yeah, I'll take that. I like that. Meaning crash out, but within reason. Yes. I'm truly the tank.
Be a responsible crash out.
I'm undead. No.
What? I'm sorry, sir.
This is the unresponsible crash out. It's just I'm not gonna be out here telling everybody I'm dead. It's just you guys are gonna just notice as I'm getting cut up. There's no blood coming out of me, and as my clothes are getting ripped to shreds, there's fucking bones underneath.
Yeah, Chitin, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Chitin.
While I've been working on his, I've been the caster spiders. I have a bit more.
Okay.
They allow me to use touch spells from range. Because they will be considered a part of me. The damage reduction that I have, I can transfer a portion of it. Either transfer a portion of my damage reduction, transfer a portion of temporary hit points, or transfer shield points to them for them to have extra HP. I'm able to basically cast touch spells through them, and I can load them with ranged, singular range.
You can load them with blade spells?
Ranged. So, like, I can only have one that's loaded.
I have a question for you.
Got you.
You've seen Big Hero 6, right?
Yes.
Are you the bad guy?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I love how there was no hesitation on either of your parts on understanding and asking that question. Because I was also sitting here thinking the same thing of,
You just got nano spiders. You just got a swarm of nano spiders. Just doing stuff.
Yeah.
And you're going to flavor your damage reduction as having swarms of nanobots fucking blocking your damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every temporary hit points and shield points made into.
Buddy over here playing Techno Gara.
Basically, yeah. That's actually I got more inspiration from Gara.
Fucking okay, that's cool. All right. So in order to have that be a bread and butter spell for you, we're gonna go through your training for this particular spell now ahead of time before, like, because you're effectively wanting this to be your bread and butter spell, so you would have at the very least made the basic version of it some time ago before the start of the campaign, or rather before you were recruited. Is probably a contributing factor to you being recruited. And so you said you wanted to be able to hold on, gotta get to the right part. Is here. Okay, here we go. So because it's a cantrip, you said it's a cantrip, right? You wanted it to be a cantrip?
More of a trait, but yeah, cantrip, basically.
Okay, so You've got 5 plus proficiency bonus plus.
It's
skill
what
level.
made me a machinist.
Yeah, and then Prodigy also gets three
Three
times the proficiency bonus when defining your shaping budget. Okay, so you've got 17 points to spend on developing this spider cantrip.
Does that include the intelligence on the shaping? Because I have a 51 intelligence. Is that the plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Does that count as a factor anywhere in there?
Yes. What is your? You said it's a 51. You said,
Yeah, it's a 51.
which is a plus 10, right? No. Minus 2. 49 divided by 4.
Oh, is it a plus 12?
12, yeah. Could be a 13.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a plus 12.
51.
Yeah,
Yeah.
51 is a plus 12.
Holy fuck. Yeah, he is a firm believer of.
Going to confirm very quickly.
Yeah, plus 12, 50 to 53, 40,
Yeah.
10.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you have 29 points for your budget.
Got you.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Press this button. That's where we are. Cool. So, 29 points. 29 points to make the cantrip is fucking crazy. What action do you want to use for these? Bonus action, free action?
There's would it be able to be interchangeable? Based on the machinist trait from level 1 where I can use a bonus apply it to a weapon attack. It's like, what if I just deck somebody? Stick a spider to their every turn it just fucking cast fireball. Or
Okay.
right now, basic
So
spells.
you can cast it as a bonus action, as part of a melee attack, or as part of a melee attack. It can be cast as a bonus action as part of a melee attack. So if you so you want to go with a standard action just because you have the machinist trait?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So then that is nothing added there. Casting time is an action. The duration is until dispelled. Or
This
how
time
long
could
do you
be
want them
distilled.
to last for?
I was gonna say they're technically constructs.
Right. So
I'm going to the show shaping.
right. Yeah, because the options are instantaneous, 1 round, 1 minute, 10 minutes, an hour, 8 hours, 24 hours until dispelled, or concentration. And
Because okay, now that's actually a good question. Dispel doesn't work on summoned creatures.
this is true. So, all right, so we can
I would say it's
skip the
stronger than Dispel.
duration. We can skip the duration because you're actually building them.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is
Where's my spell creation?
it's an object, so that's 1 point. How many would you like to be able to control at once?
Equal to my proficiency. So for right now, 4.
Okay, so we'll call that a moderate effect for progression. So you'll have 5. You'll be able to do 5, which will cost you 3 points.
Okay.
Then the range. How far away from you can they travel?
Within my telepathy
And your
as an
telepathy.
Eonon.
Okay, and so your telepathy range is.
I just looked at it. Eonon core racial.
Mm, 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 mm.
320.
Okay, so that'll be 4 points. That'd be 4 points. So we've
And
got.
is there a way I can that if it's beyond the 320,
If it's beyond the 320, what now?
it becomes a concentration?
Okay, so if we do that, what we'll do is I'll give you a maximum limit of a quarter mile with the concentration.
Okay.
And so that would be a value of 6 on top of the 4. So that's 10 for the range, the conditional range, 3 for the number of drones you can manage at a time, and 1 because it's because they're objects that you're creating. So that's 14 points presently. And then you said these things can do damage, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So single target damage, area damage, variable?
Variable.
Okay. And how much damage are we looking to be able to do with this cantrip right now, as the first version of this spell?
Oh, D4. They're not that big.
Okay, so the area damage would be a D6, and the single target damage would be a D10. And the blast radius is anywhere from 5 to 15 feet. So we'll call it 15.
Right.
We'll call it 5 feet for now. Or do you?
So yeah,
want
based on the spell that's loaded in. So that's where the variable. So it will take one of the singular dice that the spell is loaded in. If that makes sense.
So if you load a spell into it, it does the spell damage. If you don't load a spell into it, it does basic damage.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's 1 for the basic damage of an unloaded spell. And
So if it's loaded with like fireball, I believe is
yeah. And then
10.
loading a spell into it would cost well, the spell's level. So at present you can do 2nd level, so the additional cost would be 3. So total of 4 on top of the 14 that you're at is 18. You're at 19 right now.
Okay.
And hold on.
How much for for like it not being detectable?
Okay. That is
Or at least until it's activated.
right. We'll call that a simple illusion. That obscures an area and provides advantage on the attack. So we'll clump the potential results, rather the effect options together as as a total 6 additional points, bringing your total to 25. And I think that's a solid place to
Just yeah.
set this cantrip down, because this is a hefty, no cost to you spell that you're putting out right now. You're able to make 5 spider drones at a time that can be up to 300 feet away from you without concentration, and a quarter of a mile away with concentration. A default blast radius of 10 feet, doing 1d10 to an individual. 1d6 to an area, to that area, and can also be loaded with spells that can be delivered as touch. So, yes, there's a 25 point total. And then the learn DC. So, every 4 points beyond 10 adds another day. You have you have 5 days. So you got 10 attempts to compile a total skill check of 35.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you've got 10 attempts to make a cumulative 35.
And is what type of check is it?
It
Arcana
is,
or
yeah. Yes, this is Arcana. Which, with you being a prodigy, that doesn't make this terribly difficult. There's a Bugman! You didn't say anything, sir.
I didn't want to interrupt. We're on a nice little tangent there.
I got a 40.
You got a 40. Okay, bet. So you knock that thing out first go. You have officially created your spider drones cantrip.
All right, neural web is.
Well,
I don't know what saying that just.
neural web. You're gonna be Spider Zero over here in these streets, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big boss man from Big Hero 6. Now we finally have the bug man. He has joined us. Everyone, welcome the
other bug man, the living bug man.
Yes, the Lucretius Lume.
Hello there. All of you stars out in the sky staring down on us.
What are you bringing to the table for the project, my friend?
Well, I have in mind a psychic. See what I did there? A cipher apogee.
Nice.
Apogee.
Mm-hmm.
Who I don't know the team's dynamic, the group's dynamics. I don't know if I'm going more caster or melee.
So presently we have Zion, who is a warden, Locke, because of
that
reasons.
That's me. I hadn't had a chance to tell him my name. Zion is me.
My apologies. Sorry for the spoilers.
You're good. No, you're good. I forgot. No spoilers. I just fucking forgot. Yeah, my name's Zion.
And then we have Nephilah, the Eonon machinist prodigy of machine death.
Of information, I sure.
What's your DR?
All right.
What is your DR?
All right, I think minus 28 from everything.
Okay, all right, okay. I just wanted to be reminded that
I am just a weak caster.
Oh, and you forgot the most important part of your DR, sir. You forgot the most important. What is your DR apply to? What does your DR apply to?
Everything that plasma.
So you only you only take full damage from true and plasma damage. You only take full from true and plasma are reduced by 28 anytime they touch you. Basic damage does not hurt you, and elite damage is resisted, and then reduced by 28.
So there's Nephilah in session.
Yeah.
Session rolls.
Your nods are correct. I'm sorry. I did this to us, and it'll be fun. It'll be great. Everything's fine. Wondox is a laggard gunweaver. It's the Heron gun. He's a Heron gunweaver. And he's going with gun fu, shooting people with deagles, and also carries a sniper rifle as a briefcase. So you got a frontliner, a mid-ranger, a long ranger, and you.
Okay. All right.
A ballistic long ranger. A ballistic long ranger.
Okay. So
That can also beat them.
He can beat the brakes off somebody else too. But no.
I still have no idea what ranger role I'll play. I'm thinking leaning more towards the melee though,
Okay.
more towards the hands. But yeah, that's what I got so far.
Okay. And so, did you roll your stats or no?
What do I roll?
So go into session rolls and then hit exclamation point roll stats.
Roll stats. Error.
It's all one word.
So, I got a 156.
Okay, so you got 38, 23, 17, 28, 27, 23. Those are that's your spread.
Okay.
I will create a character sheet for you, sir. Do you know what you wish to name this man?
If he's Zion, I will. Damn, the opposite of Zion is what? Noise? Ugh. Doesn't sound as good. Noise. Nias.
Noise.
Noise.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you're the chosen one. You're basically the chosen one. Come on now.
So how about we do Zion and...
I am us.
No, you're not us. Zion and Pinnacle.
Wait. What's the opposite of an ion?
Muon?
No. Let me look this up.
Does Apogee? Do the Apogee have their own language? I mean, I can take Pinnacle and I guess make up a word for it.
Let me see.
Okay, so what if he's like Zatum? Because an atom is technically the or Zolocule.
Born again.
Zolocule or Zatum?
Do we have a support? I just wait a minute.
I'm a support.
He's the caster. He's the strategist, if you will.
You're a support,
Yeah.
like Cure Wounds kind of support?
Yeah.
This.
So you're. But are you what type of healer?
I can
are
make
you,
spiders that cast the spell every day.
Okay.
No.
Good enough for
But
me.
like, what level of healer are you on? Like, are you like a? I can't think of a low level healer, or are you like a Loki?
I'm like a mantis.
Are you a Luna or a Loki?
No. That answered every question. I'm like a mantis. I don't know what I expected. Yes.
Good enough. Even though she's
I make you do more. I make you heal over time. And then I also beat the shit out of them so I can heal you more.
Yeah, that sounds like mantis. Is there a damage boost in there too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come over here, scroll down.
So there's your strategist. That's not really a strategist and is really just a DPS that'll occasionally heal you. Because we know exactly how this man plays mantis.
Alright. To be fair.
No, you said yeah first, so you even know subconsciously that it's true. Anyways, so where does that mean you want to go? You have. Well, you haven't played Mantis, so we don't know if that's true.
Looking for information to handle. And I didn't put it in here. Okay, so what you can do, I would say vibe towards Githyanki. in terms of like name structuring, you know, syllable, apostrophe, syllable.
Oh, so then my name would be Zion, then Z''ION, if that's the case. Right?
It could be Zion. It could be ZI''ON.
Well, that would still be Zion.
Zion.
That would still be Zion. Ironically,
Yes,
ZI''ON is still Zion. Weirdly enough.
Zion, if it's over the in.
That okay. No, that's not in a
Zion.
Not over the in, but before the in. So apostrophe in. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that's
Zion.
But that would be a terrible phonetically a terrible
Zion.
place. No, if anybody put an apostrophe there, I'd strangle them. As someone with an apostrophe in their name.
I have an apostrophe in mine.
I know. To be fair, we have. I'm gonna blow your mind. The same name.
Right.
So, Cypher. Are you coming up with a 2-part name, or do you want me to just put one in there as a placeholder?
You can put Pinnacle as a placeholder.
Pinnacle.
I like that. I respect it.
I'm thinking about putting an apostrophe in my name. Unless you want to put the apostrophe in your name.
Can be edited by. Yeah, the apostrophe's in there, unless you don't want me to.
I'll leave it up to Lume.
That's fine. Leave it.
Uh-oh. Me. And that guy. Dun, save changes. I'm going through changes.
Oh my god. I was working on this and I forgot to save it and I accidentally. It crashed.
Oh no.
I have to start from square one.
Oh, the sadness. Oh,
I hate
the
how
hubris
easily
abuse.
I get that song stuck in my head. How easily.
Oh, so easy. So terribly easy. Why does it randomly just have bless on here? I just randomly just giving the bless modifier.
It automatically puts that on every new character sheet as a global modifier because bless is one of the most common characters. One of the most common things that a character will like cast on somebody else as a buff.
Right.
So they just put it on there as a default, so everybody has it there, and it also showcases how you can add global modifiers. They've been doing that quite literally for the last 8 years.
Mm-hmm. So we got the Cypher, which is a D10.
10? I believe it was 10 when I looked at it.
It's D10, yeah. It's a D10. So D10 class. Spellcasting ability. Where do you want your brain waves to come from?
As an apogee, it's already intelligence.
This is true.
Just because mine is intelligence. Because you get you can be technically a dual caster, but then you have to keep track of your modifier for 2 different spells. But as an apogee, you get intelligence spellcasting and innate spells for 1-a-day spells and at-will spells.
Well, nice.
I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, so you automatically get some things too. Sorry, I'll stop now.
No, you're good. You're good. I need the saving throws. Light armor and shields. I don't even know. Yeah, this because we're in class, not species. Okay, so light armor, shields, simple and martial weapons, and psi upper armors. As well as con, intelligence, and wisdom. Okay. Con, Ant, Wiz. And then you get to select 6 skills from acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, insight, investigation, medicine, nature, perception, persuasion, stealth, or survival. What you think?
All right. Acrobatics, athletics.
Here, I'll put it in the chat for you. 1 second.
Insight, survival. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. You said perception?
Yes. Perception is there.
Okay. So here we go. You can make it.
Okay, cool. So we got athletics, acrobatics, insight.
This is an interesting thing. Thinking.
Perception.
So, question.
Answer.
Can I have technically? I don't know if this is considered disability. Like my eyes being a different color as an Eon.
What you talking about? Like how? Like explain yourself. Clarify this statement.
Like, you know how usually most Eon have their hair and their eye colors usually the same color.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was creating these images, and Nephilim is someone that has his eye like fox eye, so he's always eyes closed. But what if I gave it a reason, and the reason being his eyes are a completely different color from.
So he's embarrassed of his eye color because it calls into question his Eonon heritage.
His Eonon, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. It's flavor, so I don't feel it's appropriate to make you roll for that.
I will roll for it if that's the case, because that was also something.
Okay. You may give me a number between 1 and 50. Lume?
Oh, my fault. You're talking to me?
Yes, number between 1 and 50, please.
47.
Okay. Zevril, high or low? Or it says high or low. Sorry.
Hi.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
Maha, roll me a D1000.
Gotcha.
You gotta get. You gotta get higher than a 53. Than 530. I'm sorry. Higher than 530.
I got a 643.
Okay. So, as genuinely rare and mind baffling as this is, you are actually Eonon, natural born Eonon, with eyes that do not match your hair color. Congratulations, weirdo. And now back to Lume. We are to your side point. Well, actually, we need to distribute your attributes, your ability scores. So you had a You had 38.
Don't forget it. Anything that's below a 5, you said we take an average for 5.
Yes.
Like, so if you rolled a 1 to explain for the viewers back at home, if somebody rolls like a 1, 2, 3, or a 4 whenever they're rolling stats, like how we normally drop the lowest, if there's also still one of those left, we will bump that up to 5 instead, so that we at least have somewhat manageable stats.
Yes. Well, the roll stat generator rerolls anything less than a 3 and explodes on 6s. So
there we go.
The for those of you who wish to roll with physical dice, the generating rules that we are using is 5d6, drop the lowest, reroll anything less than 3, and explode on 6. Meaning if you roll a 6, you get to roll an additional d6 and add that to the total of the collective for that one number, which is why we're able to get numbers like 38 and 28, 27, Maha's 51, because there were several explosions in a singular number being generated. So, with you being a cipher, your primary attribute, your casting attribute can either be intelligence or wisdom. And you gain side points equal to 20 plus 8 times your level. So you currently have 28 side points. And you would need to select a cipher focus. And then you'll be given your psionic surge dice, which will allow you to increase the potency of certain abilities or trigger other class features later on down the road, similar to combat superiority dice. Do you?
Okay. Is there a difference between intelligence and wisdom? Like a benefit or a drawback, or is it just kind of flavor?
So intelligence is how much you know. Wisdom is how you apply it. So that's why, as far as skills are concerned, arcana, medicine, history, those are knowledge based, and so they're intelligent. They're modified by your intelligence score. In terms of how it affects your magic, I would say that intelligent magic actually affects your like it affects the wiring of your brain, whereas wisdom magic affects your perception of the world around you. Does that make sense? Or does that help?
No.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. Like what you're saying makes sense, but
it doesn't help you narrow it down.
It doesn't seem like when it comes to actually using my abilities, it would make a difference.
Yeah, it really wouldn't. It's just a matter of which number is higher, so that you have better numbers, or which one you would prefer to use because of how you want to flavor your magic. But in terms of flavoring, intelligence magic is more like is more Penn and Teller parlor trick, whereas wisdom is like ancient alchemy, hoodoo, voodoo type shit.
Not at all.
No?
If I can toss in my
yeah.
Go
2
for it.
cents, intelligence casting is more like you studied to learn your magic, like how wizards are all intelligence casters, whereas charisma casters are usually yes.
Mhm.
Either ego or emotional based casters. It's one of those two. Like you made a barter for your or a trade for your spell casting. Most warlocks are charisma casters. Clerics are either charisma or wisdom casters. So you can say that argument can be that's from a god, something along those
Divinity.
lines, so on and so forth.
Right.
But yeah,
Raw
yeah.
information versus higher mind versus lowest self.
And
Correct.
Wisdom is just
that
applying
is
what you have.
definitely the easiest way to the philosophical way to explain that.
Yeah. Raw information versus your higher self acting versus your lowest self acting. That is the difference between intelligence, wisdom, and charisma casting, respectively. That I guess is the cleanest way to explain it. And I guess the saying the Penn and Teller thing, I guess, kind of took away from what I was trying to imply, is that intelligence
all
magic
Penn and
is
Teller
cerebral.
is prestidigitation.
Yeah, and they do, but the way that they go about it is it's a cerebral misdirect. So it's like, hey, this is how this works, and we're telling you this is how this works, so that you don't pay attention to us doing this other thing over here. But even that doesn't really do intelligence magic justice. So sticking with raw information, higher self, and lowest self is where we'll go from there. And again, mechanically speaking, it doesn't really make a difference. It's just the attribute that you're adding when you determine your DCs, like how difficult it is for somebody to resist you, as well as how easy it is for you to affect someone, and how easy it is for you to hit with your spells that require attack rolls.
Okay, so I guess I'll go wisdom. Feels like it fits the theme better.
Cool. And so you're a wisdom caster, and we just need to select your focus and then plug in your ability scores. So because you're a wisdom caster, it makes sense to have your wisdom be the highest with the 38. And then, so we'll plug in 38 here. That's that. And then you still have a 28, 27, 2 23s, and a 17.
I was thinking wisdom con. Am I gonna need charisma to like mess with people's heads?
Sometimes it's
okay. Wisdom,
you
charisma.
Well, if you're a wisdom caster, then you would be using wisdom to do anything magical related. Like that's just where you're sourcing your magic from. They may resist with their charisma, but your DCs will be set using your wisdom. So
okay. So wisdom con dex. No, wisdom con strength dex charisma. Am I missing a stat? Wisdom con strength.
Intelligence. Yeah.
Oh.
So we've got a 28 in Constitution, 27 in Strength.
Yes. Wisdom con strength dex charisma. Intelligence.
Dex is 23. Intelligence is 17. And shot is 23. Okay. So that means that our hit point pool is hit point pool 29 is a +6, so 2d8, 2d6 is 12 plus 16 is 28, and then Cypher is a d8, so you've got 48 hit points at level 1, and that is because your 28, your Constitution score is a 28, which translates to a dice pool of 2d8, 2d6. Maximized, that is 28 damage. There's 28 points.
Okay.
Sorry. So you have 38 hit points at first level. And then you add the d10 from you being a cipher, which is also maximized. So 28 plus 10 equals 38. That is the hit points that you have at first level. When we level up to level 2, you will roll 1d10 plus 2d12 plus 2d8 plus 2d6, and that is the collective of your hit point gain for level 2. And that will also be where averaging comes in, like averaging, or rather boosting low dice rolls also comes into play. If you roll less than half for your die roll, for any of the dice as part of your hit point roll, you will take the midpoint of that die. So your 6s would round out to 4s if you rolled less than a 4, and the 8s would round out to a 5 if you rolled less than a 5, and the 10 would be a 6.
Those are certainly numbers.
Yeah, but that's something that we will worry about another time.
Those are certainly numbers. I'm saving that. Those are certainly numbers.
So the last thing that we need to do, or rather, there's 2 more things we need to do, is select your cipher focus and make the racial modifications to your attributes, which for apogee is +4 to strength, +8 to con. Oh shoot, we actually have to do your hit points different because you have a higher con than the 28. I believe it's a 36 now because of math.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, you get a racial bonus as an apogee. You get a +8 to con, right? 4 to strength and a 2 to wisdom. He does get. Oh, that's actually useful to him. Yeah, it doesn't mean much to him either, but it's useful to you.
So your wisdom is actually a 40, your constitution's a 36, and your strength is a 31. So with a 36, your die pool is 36 is a +8, so it's 4d8. So 32 plus 10 is 42 is your hit point total at present. You have 42 hit points. That is there. I will throw in your racial traits later. Before we step back to the cipher, the last thing that I want you to do is roll me a D1000. Tell me high or low before you roll.
All right. I hate this. Low. Oh my god! Wait, is that good? That I didn't get the right answer. I forget how this works.
So if you rolled low, you would have wanted to roll low, and because of a roll that I did earlier, you actually do have advantage with this. So if you want to stick low, go ahead and roll again. If you want to switch it up and roll, say high and then do your thing.
You want to get this right, or maybe you don't.
I know. I'm gonna say hi though. I'm gonna have faith. Hey.
Okay.
I think.
Yes. You made it. Barely, but you made it. Roll me a d3, please. Or actually, I'm sorry, you get to choose. You can choose, or you can roll a d3 for your gear core designation.
I'll leave it up to the dice. Let the dice tell my story.
Okay.
Yeah.
A d3, please. Oh, well, hey, you're
You
gear
know
pod.
it's gonna be a gear pock. I told you what the story for the dice were already. I gave my life for this, Lume. I gave my life.
He said, "I sacrificed."
You are the chosen one,
so that you could.
And
be
that's
that
why.
guy.
And that's why you fucking hate me.
The other you, that the real you.
No. One day you're gonna confront Zevril, and it's gonna be a blast for me.
Zevril Sasuke'd me.
Zevril's just gonna look at you like, I don't even know who you are. You took everything from me. Do you know how much that clears anything up for you? Like, it means nothing to me.
You know how many people have taken everything from you?
Like, I literally buy people's everything on a regular basis.
Like you're not helping yourself. You're not making a case
Also,
right now.
If you guys recognize the meme, if you know, you know. I love you if you do. You're true friends.
All right. So the last the final thing we've got going for us at this moment in time is your cipher focus. Okay.
Where the fuck did this country accent come from?
This is your
This is targeted.
What's with
This
the redneck twang?
why is Wondox DMing all of a sudden?
Targeted, and I don't know how to feel about it because that's not how we sound.
This sounds more like Wondox than it does you. Like, I'm sitting here like, why Wondox stepped into the DM share? What's going on?
No, that ain't Wondox's voice.
It's Wondox's mom's voice.
That man's got way too much rasp for this to count as him. The man talks down here. All right. Just so you're aware. Just so you're aware.
You're not sniffling and coughing and everything.
Right? You gotta hear the look here, man.
Yeah.
Ah, dear God, we're gonna.
All right,
we're gonna go into person now.
You gotta sound like you got a little bit of spit in your mouth, like you got some chewing tobacco.
The perpetual sore throat is where you gotta come from the perpetual.
All
sore
right,
throat,
all right.
You know, and it's constantly tight. Constantly.
It's constantly.
You know, it's just a lot going on. It's just a lot going on. But you know, I love you guys. It's all good.
Is Wondox here? Did he leave already?
He's asleep, which is crazy.
Not
Sleeping
though.
while you getting flamed is crazy. But so we can.
I'm gonna clip this and send this from the recording. Don't worry. You'll get it.
He'll hear it.
So, your cipher focus. There is the Patron Mind, the Void Stalker, the Soulfire Adept, the Warborn, and the Echo Blade. The Patron Mind has Mind's Dominion as its first level feature. You can link up to 2 creatures within 60 feet of your mental network, and increases to 4 at 9th level, 6 at 16th. As a reaction, you can redirect any attack targeting a linked ally toward another linked enemy within 20 feet.
I like it.
Void Stalker, Blackout Step. You can use side points to teleport up to 30 feet as a bonus action, requiring no line of sight required, and your melee attacks deal extra psychic damage equal to twice your proficiency bonus against creatures that cannot see you.
Oh, a roguish thing. We don't actually have that. A psychic ninja? A bug Psylocke? I mean, okay.
I wanna be ninja.
I mean, she does have a butterfly. You know, that is her symbol.
I am intrigued. Yeah, okay.
Then
Leaning
there's-
towards psychic ninja.
Is this our Psy? Is this just our fucking Psy?
Might be.
Soulfire Adept, Kindling Strike. Your melee and ranged attacks deal bonus fire damage or psychic damage equal to your wisdom modifier. You gain the Ignite Soul feature. If a target takes psychic or fire damage twice in one round, they must make a wisdom save or lose their reaction.
If I went that, then he would just be my pious character, so I'll pass. I like that, though.
Warborn, Kinetic Impact. Your melee attacks gain 1d8 force damage. You can use wisdom instead of strength or dexterity for your attack and damage rolls.
I'm really getting the feeling like I should be hitting people no matter what I choose.
I'm like that last one really is just. Do you want to hit them extra hard?
Right.
Do you want to hit them sneakily? Like, how do you want to hit them?
Like, do I want to sucker punch them from the cut? Do I want to hit them really hard? Do I want to hit them and they feel it in their soul? I'm fine.
Do I make them regret hitting my ally with their own attack?
I just punched you in the face. Why does my nose hurt?
Give him the last one, the funniest.
Yes, last is the Echo Blade. Echo Manifestation.
Oh, we weren't even done. Damn.
You create a Mind Echo, a spectral double that mimics your attacks. You can use side points to attack through your Echo, dealing half damage.
Do I punch you twice with the?
Bro, what? I get after images. I get the black flash. Eventually I'll get to pick another one, right?
Yes, you will.
All right, so I'm gonna start with my my teleporting mind stabby.
Teleporting mind stabby is.
Okay, so you.
I was about to say for some. His trickster is showing that arcane trickster in him.
Yeah, that Loki's.
He knows. No, not even that. He knows exactly what I'm referring to. Old class that he made back in the day.
I have no idea what you speak of.
This you made it. It wasn't called Arcane Trickster, but you had designed a class for what game was that? Was it one of the Dragon Age games?
Oh! I didn't design the Mesmer, but yeah, I consulted on the Mesmer.
That's what's showing. That.
Oh, with the psychic echo and the mind. Yeah.
So you peep what I peep. I called you.
And it does link to Loki. I used to love playing Ying and Paladins. God, I do have a team. Fuck.
See?
It's okay.
He thought I was pulling shit out of my ass. He thought I was just pulling shit out of my ass. I was there. I was linked in. I was locked in.
It was called Ling.
I said Ying. I played Ying and Paladins, who was literally a Mesmer. She made
and I played Rom.
So did I. That Gatling gun is made of dreams. No, I can't. I can't even fault him. That Paladins.
Oh, I've never played it. Sorry.
Don't. I don't know why that game weirdly took like a solid 8 months of my life, but I blame Trap.
Oh my god, it took 3 years of my.
Year and a half.
Yeah, I got Grandmaster like as a fever dream.
Sir.
That game really was a fever dream. No, it was such a short-lived addiction. It came out, it took the market by storm, and
That wasn't okay. All right, calm down. Let's pull this back, Bucko. All right.
It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me.
That feels so disrespectful.
It was.
So mean.
It was. It couldn't be me.
Half of my life.
That was the Monado Rasengan. That was that damn. Because no one saw that coming. Just suddenly popped up and hit you right in the small Leo back.
Right, like I was being like kind and sweet. Nigga, Timo, like
I'm Timo now.
Like I feel like angered, like.
Bro, I feel offended for you. That's crazy. Couldn't be me.
Crazy.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know a rebuttal to this.
Paladins isn't. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I was confusing it with the.
Oh no, that game ironically has half of my life. That's the worst part.
It has half of his too. More.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
When did you start? When did you start? When did you start? When did you start? When did you start playing League? When did you start playing League? When did you start playing League? Well, hold on. Before you answer that question, if you enjoyed tonight's episode, please consider dropping a like on the video, hitting the subscribe button, and pressing that bell notification so you get notified anytime we do anything here on the channel. This has been a very special, very candid edition of SoulSym Showcase as we cover Session 0 to prepare for a future project. As usual, I have been your host, Soulsym Mirak, and with me this evening was the Zesty Zevril.
The Zesty Zion.
Yes, the Zesty Zion. The
now he has to think about it.
The newborn Nephila. The newborn Nephila.
All right, this is getting too far. Okay.
The newborn.
That's crazy.
And I hate that Nephila is 14. I hate that. I am making him older just because of that.
This man said I'm aging up immediately. Where's the hyperbolic time chamber?
He said, where's Copy's lookout? I gotta go. So he got
the Johnny that
Zevril saw his potential. Zevril saw his potential and let him spend a couple hours in the pocket dimension. Tell you this. Let him get some hair on his chest. Let his balls drop. His face deepen.
Oh my god.
For a drop of blood? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The
I'm gonna remember this.
The powerful pinnacle.
Name pending.
Name pending.
That's probably it.
And last but most assured, never least, the sleepy Wondox.
He doesn't even get a fucking alliteration. He gets sleepy.
And some background sniffles.
I hope he makes his new character have a C name so we can say the congested whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh man. Because he never gave us a name.
He is based like, yeah.
He
was saying something about a bird.
Man.
Why was he saying something?
He's a Harangon. He's a rabbit man.
Mm-hmm.
The rundacious rabbit man.
Yes. The rambunctious rabbit man. But yes, till next time. I'm sorry. We have a tag team tournament coming on Showcase on Monday, and I think we're getting back to Marvelous Deceptions.
Yep, we'll be recording another Deceptions episode on Tuesday. I'm still in the process of. I'm almost done. I'll actually go ahead and I guess make this update. So there's somewhat of a progress update. So as we've been talking about this, I'm almost done editing the first episode. So I'll be dropping that soon for you guys to enjoy. So stay tuned. I will more than likely be dropping it on a Tuesday so that we record them and release them on Tuesday. So there's some sort of congruency. But back to you, Soul.
Wonderful. Then Wednesday is a personal thing. Thursday, Wednesday is the village. If Lume is feeling up to it.
Have you been recording yet?
I haven't, but I will start.
Oh. Okay.
Then what? Wait, if you haven't been recording, why are we
you
talking about the village?
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm like, wait a second. Why are we talking about the village if we're not even recording it?
Because the village is a thing that we do. Just in case there's people that like in case the audience starts growing and people join the server,
Touche.
Thing.
Here's a point.
I see.
It's good practice. It's good practice. It's good practice.
So, and Thursday is
Pious Okmana.
Oh, Pious. That's right. It's Pious.
Yes, because I was doing 2 weeks of Pious.
Yeah. So, and then Friday we will return with episode 32. Like I said, looking to do last week, but hey, impromptu.
Did you just make us these amazing characters and then hop back into A&E? Did you really do that?
Make sure you tune in to see us on Friday so he can have this meltdown then. Love you guys.
Catch y'all later.
Bye. Have a great life.
Stay safe, stay blessed, and have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.